Hello, I am Mahimna Trivedi. This is my first story ever The Silent Patient. Chapter 1 The Life of the Dead. The hospital was very big. It had so many doctors and patients. The staff was so big and kind. I was suffering from dengue fever. It's been 4 days. My condition is normal. Dr. Verma was in charge of me and some other patients. I was in the C14 ward. It was daytime. I was not feeling well, and my parents haven't had come until now. I was taking a nap, and suddenly I heard shouting and gunshots firing. I wasn't conscious, so I thought these are all in my head. Suddenly, a bullet pierced the door and made a very loud sound that pounded my heart and woke me up. I thought I was dead. I just didn't know what to do and fell off the bed. I was in a very bad condition because of the fever. I crawled through the bathroom, didn't know what was happening. Suddenly, the door of my room opened widely, and a woman was screaming and begging for her life. I got so scared, but still, I managed not to shout, not to get a word out of my mouth, and the lady got killed. I thought that the bullet was shot at me and I shouted, but luckily it wasn't heard outside. I didn't know who killed her, but her blood came into the bathroom where I was standing. My all feelings just shattered, and I shouted so loudly. Someone heard it and ran towards the bathroom door. There was nothing in the bathroom to protect me. I stood still, waiting to die, cried hard with my hand on my mouth. A man ran away from in front of my door, and the man at the bathroom door ran away after him. Meanwhile, I peed in my underwear. My legs were all bloody, and I was crying. Suddenly, I heard sirens wailing and got hope to get out alive. Someone locked the main door from the outside so that the police won't come from the window, and there was a man in front of every main door. So if the cops managed to come from there, still they would kill them, and their alternative was patient hostages. I was so scared. I was crying, getting thirsty, and because of dengue, I've got a stomachache. I didn't know what to do, so I started filling water, not in the tumbler or bucket, but my hands, and was cleaning the blood on my legs. But the blood kept coming. Then I took off all my clothes. I could not think of an idea. Meanwhile, the whole bathroom had a very awful smell. I somehow peeked under the door. There was no one except the dead woman, and realized that it was Dr. Verma. She was completely soaked in blood, and her clothes were torn from some places, and her phone was covered in blood. Started ringing. The main door opened, and I saw the footsteps of a man who took the phone, locked the main door, and stood in front of it. I was in a very bad condition. My stomach pain grew more, and because I haven't taken my meds, I was getting weak. Suddenly, I heard voices from the room above me. Someone was killed in the bathroom because he or she was escaping from the window. There was a hole in the bathroom, so the blood was coming in my bathroom from above. There was a vent for air circulation, but it was too small. Meanwhile, I heard the sound of helicopters, but I was so freaked out. and had no energy, and I fell asleep on the bloody floor. When I woke up in the evening, I felt dead from inside, and the smell I had was horrible. I was covered in blood, but luckily the shower was running. I don't know how, but it was running. Then I cleaned myself up, peeped under the bathroom door. I saw nobody. The dead body of Dr. Verma was also gone. At first, I got scared, but I cheered myself up and silently opened the door and crawled under the bed. Luckily, there was some of the morning breakfast kept on the table beside the bed. When I tried to get it, someone came into my room. My one bread could kill me. He was here to check the bathroom that if there's someone inside because I stopped the running shower, so it would have been noticed by them. The man saw nothing and went away. Then I saw a pair of clothes on the table. I somehow managed to take them, but didn't got the food. There was nothing to defend myself in the whole room. I now realize that how important our parents are to me. They take care of everything I do, want, did. I cried remembering my mom and dad and constantly asked God to let me see my parents for the last time, to say sorry to them, to say goodbye, to thank them for everything they did for me. Suddenly, the guy came again. So, this was the chapter 1 of my story. Hope you liked it.